Okay, so now part of your neurological assessment, I'm going to check for your gross motor. I'm going to have you just walk that way, normally. Let go of your hands. Great, and turn around. And I want you to stop right there and walk heel to toe back to me, please. Toe. Good. Great. And then I want you to come over here. Great, that's perfect. I'm also going to check for the palmar drift. I want you to stand, or just want to show the camera. So stand with your palms up and straight out, and I want you to close your eyes and keep your palms straight up. Great. And I'm going to be, okay, then you can put those down. His palm didn't go down to sway, so that's good. Negative palmar drift. Then we're going to check the Romberg test. I'm just going to have you stand right here with your, and then feet by your arms by your side and your eyes closed. And I'll just watch him. He has just a tiny little bit of a sway, but that's normal. Then I'm going to have you, next we're going to check your coordination. So we're going to move this over here. And Bob, I'm going to have you have a seat. And we're going to check your coordination using your finger to your nose to my finger. So I'm going to have you touch your nose and touch my finger. You can open your eyes. Touch my finger, touch your nose. Yep. My finger. Great. And then I'm going to move it, and I want you to, great, good, great. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to do that again. Well, you can look at me first. Okay, nose to finger, with your eyes open. Eyes open. Okay, now do it with your eyes closed. Great. Okay, so good. Now, the other thing that we're going to, I'm going to have you place your hands, I'm going to have place his hands on top of your knees, and I'm going to have you flip your palms up, palms down, palms up, palm down. Great, that's good. Good coordination there. And then we're going to check for sensation. So we're going to do the sharp and dull again. Again, this is dull, and this is sharp. Okay? I'm going to have you to check in your hands and feet. So I check the most distal point I can. Close your eyes. Yep. Tell me if it's sharp or dull.
Sharp. Dull. Dull.
All right. And then we're going to do your toes. And close your eyes.
Dull. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp.
There you go. Good. All right. Excellent. So you have even coordination. That's smooth. Your sensation is intact. Next, we're going to check for vibration. So I use the tool that I check for vibration. I put it, I'll pretend right here. This is going to be our little vibration tool. I would put it on your finger, and you would tell me with your eyes closed if you felt it or not. Then I'd put it on your toe again, the most distal part, just to see if you can feel vibration. And then some people with diabetes may not feel the vibration until you're much further up. So that just has to do with their nerves and how they get affected. So then I'm going to check sensation. This test is the gravesthesia test. And so I'm going to take your palm, and I am going to write a letter and number that if I wrote it, you'd be able to understand it. So close your eyes.
Yep.
And then I want you to tell me what I'm writing. What letter?
An M?
No. Oh, not towards me. This is how you would read it. Kind of. Yeah.
An E.
Yes, very good. Okay, so he was able to do that. Then we're going to do a 2-point discrimination test. So we're going to take two objects that are close together, two little pinpoint pricks, so we could be maybe 1 to 2 millimeters. And when I test your fingertips or your toes, which have really good sensation, you can tell me that that's 1 or 2, even though they're close together. So I'm going to do really close up. You tell me if it's 1 or 2.
2.
All right, great. And then I would work my way up 1 or 2, but he knew that right off the bat. Then I look in the shoulder. Now, the shoulder area, your sensation isn't as good as your fingertips. So it may, even though we're putting the two together, it may take further until you feel the two. but there's 2. You might feel that it's 1. So we're going to do this. 1 or 2?
1. 1. 2.
Great. And then I measured the distance, and that was, when I did it for real before, it was about 3.5 centimeters. We're going to move on to his deep tendon reflexes. So when I do those, I want to show you. So for his brachial reflexes at his elbow, I'm just going to have you bend your elbow up, down, great, and bend it up again. And I'm going to feel the nerve right here. So I'm just going to have you relax your arm, relax, great. And what I would do is my lovely scoop is I would have you relax it right on the table, or relax your arm kind of down on your knee, or just relax it. Yep. So it would be relaxed, and then I would take one finger and then hit my little tendon reflex checker and make sure that he would have that reflex. Next, you would do the tricep, and how you would do that is I'd let you bring your arm out and just let this hang down, bend it, let that relax completely.
Yep.
Great. So now I would hit the, with my little lovely handy dandy, I would hit the back of his elbow, and that would make his bicep reflex set off. So the brachial radial is another difficult one sometimes, but if I have you clench your teeth, I am able to elicit that reflex better. So you would just, again, be really, you would lay your arm down, be really relaxed. Yeah, your hand would be in a little bit like that, and then I would do the same thing where I would tap, and that would elicit the reflex to go off again. So I would go down to his knees. I would check his knees, really relax down here, and then I would check his Achilles tendon. I would have him dorsiflex. So right here, I would have him kind of relax his foot into mine. I would then hit the back Achilles tendon, and that would elicit the reflex, and his foot would typically go down a little bit. So you'd want it to be relaxed. I would hit that, and it would go down. So I don't have that with me, but that's what we would do. The final thing, is the Babinski reflex, and a baby will have these. Up until about the age of 2, you'd go up and over, and you can see his foot would spread out back that way. A negative test would be their feet would go down. That's what babies do. That's what you want babies to do. That would be the Babinski reflex. And when you have the spanning of the toes, that would be a positive one with children. One final thing you want to check for is clonus. So if somebody has really brisk reflexes, what I would do is relax their foot. I would have them, push up and then relax his foot and make sure it didn't go like that. So that would be more clonus. Okay? So that is it for our neurological assessment today. Thank you so much, and have a good night.